So you guys can ask some questions, and I also want to talk about some of this energy that's going on. So welcome to Karma on Deck. I'm Karma. Let's do the Taurus weekly reading for the week of June 24th. Here we go, Taurus. This goes out to you, Sally. You are the girl I studied today when I was reading about Taurus, and I fell in love with my friend all over again. She's so amazing. That's my partner right there. All right, let's see. Here we go. So this is for Taurus. I'm all about Taurus today. I'm going to do Gemini tomorrow. That's my bestie in the world. All right, here we go. Page of Cups, new relationship energy, Five of Coins. This is a similar card that we had for Aries. Four of Swords, tension. So something about the things that are going on with you right now definitely has you. You've got the anxiety card too. You've got the Ten of Wands. So you're starting to feel that empathic push, starting to be overwhelmed by all of this energy, feeling all of these really strange, overwhelming energies, and you're feeling as if you're not quite sure what you want to do with it. You have the Four of Swords, which is tension and stress. You're feeling pressure all around you. You have both the Five of Coins and the Four of Coins, similar to what Aries had, but you're looking for money and you're trying to decide how it is you want to do things and what you want to do next. You have the Death card. So the Death card is change. It's a baptism. It's a renewal. You have the Death card next to the Hermit, the Five of Wands, and the King of Coins. So how this translates as a reading is the Death card, which is big change, and then the Hermit. So you're feeling as if as you come out of this like reclusive state, you want to have something to show for it. You're feeling really backed into a corner right now, and you have the King of Coins. You have all these ideas and things that you want to do, and you want to have some mastery when it comes to your money. You want to have some mastery and control when it comes to your finances. So you're feeling as if the pressure is on with this. You have the Hangman. You have the Tower card. You have them in a different sequence than Aries did. You have the Chariot card, which is some travel, in the Emperor. You also have the Magician and the Five of Swords. So in looking at these cards, the Emperor is all about the taking leadership, going out and getting it. So the Empress is receiving, the Emperor is all about going to get it. So here's the thing. Taurus has definitely felt as if the energy has shifted, the whole world's flipped on its axis, and you're looking at things very differently. That's the Tower card at action for you. We have the Chariot card. There might be some travel that's coming up, or you're thinking about getting out of there soon, or finding a way to shake things up so you don't feel so stuck. We do have the Five of Swords. Five of Swords indicates conflict. So, right now, Taurus really wants to have that fight, and you're feeling as if it's a worthy one. You're not going to go jumping into the next phase without clearing some energy that's in your way. So the Five of Swords is all about setting boundaries early and often and speaking to what it is you want. There is the Magician at play. So if you look at the Emperor and the Magician, that's a hell of a leader, okay? This is someone who not only has the mastery skill set, so me, I'm all a Magician, but I don't have any of this energy. I have Capricorn drive, okay? I would have more like Queen of Wands. I actually might have some Empress. Let's get off of that. But anyways, so this is the Master, and then this is the Drive. So you have these two going together. Usually these aren't paired. But right now, not only you have the heart and you have the brain. So these two in combination are kind of powerful combo, and especially seeing as how you have so many major cards. Usually a reading will only have like 2 or 3, because we usually don't as a whole have like a whole shit ton of big moving parts at once. It's like having a tornado and a fire at the same time. It's like, well, shit, which one do you go for? So you have a lot of moving energy. Death, Hanged Man, Hermit, Tower, Emperor, Magician. That's 6. So for me telling you that there's 6 major cards, what I mean by that is minor cards are like a cup of tea, major cards are a boiling pot of water. They're different energy, same thing. Water is water. However, you know the difference. When I say a pot's boiling over, it's a little different than grab that cup of tea. So you have the Magician. So what I love about the Magician is it's go time, okay? The go time with the Magician card means you've already got everything that you need. You have the understanding, the knowledge, the finance, like whatever it is that you have is already about to be in play, okay? So you just have to start taking action on it, and I think you know some of that as it is. I wouldn't take the Tower card to heart, because usually it's just referencing an emotional state unless it's paired with something in specific in a personal reading, but you got to remember the Tower card is happening to all of us. A lot of these things that are going on in this week is something that's happening to everyone as a whole. That's why I recommend when you want to talk about your your reading in particular, book your one-on-one, karmaondeck.com. This is how you can also get a deeper look at your relationships. So let's pull some cards. Speaking of relationships, let's look at the Taurus moon reading as we put the Dragon Tarot away. We'll get out the Mystic Dreamer and look at the Taurus moon. So this is how you think, how you feel, and also how you go get things. I used to do this as your relationship reading, but there's so many dynamics with your sun, moon, rising, and your combinations that it's just not practical to waste time doing that. So book your one-on-one for your relationship stuff. So here we go. 5 of Wands. So the first card that comes up was the last card that you had that I was talking about with the prior deck. So that's your congruent reading, Taurus. Taurus, every reading has a card that runs through the thread between one deck and the other, and it kind of shows us some theme that you have, because you're still the same person. You also have the Hangman. Hangman, judgment. Are you being judgmental or are you feeling judged? That's a little bit more of a major card regarding the 5 of Wands, which has you feeling backed into a corner. What the judgment card usually is, you're either in judgment, which if you're feeling judged and backed into a corner, check your shit. Because when you are being in judgment, perception is projection. So how you're perceiving things, change your go-to, reframe how things are happening and see what your energy has to say for that. Because you're having the High Priestess. So if this energy is new for you and you're feeling as if you're... it's uncomfortable for you to be processing and feeling what us empaths are feeling all the time. If you're feeling as if that's really on point and feeling like amped up for you, you're feeling a little more emotional than ever and you're sitting in judgment. It's very hard to just let emotions pass through you and get a reading for someone or feel this energy and not sit in judgment. What would you do? What would they do? What they should do? But we have both the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, which tells me there's some relationship energy going out there for some of you. Definitely Knight of Swords is telling you that snappish energy is there. 5 of Cups wanting to walk away from some situations that aren't serving you. Secondly, we have another card here. Actually, you have 3 congruencies. You have the 5 of Wands, the Hangman, and the Tower card. 9 of Cups as well. Here's the thing about Taurus. Taurus wants their relationships, their people, their business, their job, their money. They want it to be consistent. Taurus right now definitely wants things to not change. You want commitment. You want to know that the thing that you're giving your energy to is going to be there tomorrow. There are no guarantees right now, Taurus. Unfortunately, this energy has us reaching, looking, feeling around for some longevity, for some kind of structure, for some kind of rebar in the wall, knowing that it's like bang, bang, is a stud there. Can we count on this structure to stay? We have the 3 of Wands, which is Taurus is watching, peeping, paying attention to, and really scrutinizing the new waves of things that are coming. I don't know where that came from, guys, but you also have the Magician. So for Taurus, pay attention to all the things that I was saying about those major cards. Look them up. Magician, go time, really sitting in that all of you have everything that's necessary. There's no more building to be done. And I was listening to Nam Vasakis, spiritual bodybuilder, talking about this shit too. He was like, it's go time. There's no more like building and learning. It's time to do. Okay. So it's definitely time for us to do for Taurus. Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups, 9 of Cups, King of Cups, High Priestess, and 4 of Wands. So High Priestess, your intuition is telling you what's going on with other people. Okay. Queen of Cups, feeling the emotions. King of Cups is going out to get it. But 4 of Wands, you want to know who's committed and what you're committed to and who's committed to you. Okay? So 4 of Wands is all about that commitment level. I would pay attention to the 2 things that are the most concerning. So the Tower card hit, big deal. We all got COVID and trying to do shadow work on injustices that are going on out there. I'm not even going to touch any of those subjects, but we have a lot of shifting sands that are going on. All of us do, however that touches our lives. Okay? You know, my son's a cop out there. He's brown. Which side of the fence do you sit on, right? With that. So we have the 9 of Cups. Overwhelming wish and desire for things to go back to the way they were. We're all in this. The Tower is out there shaking. We just don't know which direction it's going to fall. So as you're sitting here, you have the 3 of Wands, which is watching and waiting. We have the 9 of Cups. So the thing that concerns me the most is not that the Tower is shaken, not that we're not sure what direction we want to go, but the 5 of Wands tells me that you're not doing enough self-care in the fact that the Knight of Swords is out there. That means that you're actually going to look for the next fight. You're going to be the first one to strike the iron because you're tired of it coming to you. So you're rather be the Five of Wands, which is take the fight to yourself, like bring it to you, like go to it, like dig into the fight, get it over with, because Taurus definitely is not wanting these things to repeat. You're watching and waiting for the next blow to come. The thing that's most concerning about me, or about Taurus to me, is the fact that the emotions are high, you're sitting in judgment, and there's a little bit of antagonistic energy because you don't want to deal with these problems. You'd rather go out and end it now. So what does that tell me? That when you feel like you're itching for a fight, you're not doing self-care. You're not removing yourself from the situation. You're not taking the salt bath, having that extra glass of wine, making sure you're getting enough sleep, eating the right diets, giving yourself enough time. All of those things, if you're running yourself too dry, if you're taking on yes when you should be saying no, because we do have the Six of Pentacles, which is charity. So that tells me that you're giving too much. So as Taurus is giving too much, who's filling Taurus? Who's giving to you? If that's got to be you, then it's got to be you. Whew. So we're going back to our foundation on that one. Okay. Sorry if I ranted a little bit. Let's pull a card from Divination of the Ancients and see what your message is for this week. And then I'm going to pop on here. We're going to talk, guys. We are going to talk. Unless I poop out. I was smart enough to make food after I'm done channeling. I can smell it. All right. So this is your Divination of the Ancients. Taurus's message. Good luck. So here's the thing about Black Cat and good luck. You are suspicious. If something comes along and looks good, Taurus is saying it's too good to be true. Take the games. So if you want to look at my Facebook page, Karma on Deck, go look there. I've posted a couple really great astrologers who are talking about this energy, Nam Visakis and another one that's on there. So go enjoy that. Catch you on the flip side, guys. Love and light.